TGR.
No more quite so you can dream come the truth. I am the meet and you rise to see into a new world the sun. Could you please tell us that you are the racing a storm? Are we the party of crowd?
Hey everybody, it's your boy Kitchow Kablam Kablooey. What? I hate this. I need to figure out a better intro. Onix. Then on the other side, it's Rudy. And Rudy, I'm very happy to be here today because we are going to do something that we haven't actually done on the channel before.
That is
true. We are actually doing a review before the embargo. And what game is that? Fight Crab, baby.
Fight Crab.
Oh
so
my
cool.
god. So this game, I had no idea it existed before we saw the new game expo a few weeks or months ago. I think it was like last month. I forget.
It was last month. Time is meshing.
Dude, we're already in July. End of July, mind you.
End of July. Dude, August is this weekend.
What the hell? Anyway. And yes, we got an early copy. Thank you so much to the publisher for sending us review copies. We both got a copy. So we were able to actually both have some hands-on time with the game. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to review Fight Crab. So let's just get right into it. Let's talk about the gameplay.
Nice.
I guess I'll ask you first, sir.
Sure.
How do you feel?
So if you like anime, like, let's just start it off like right there. If you like anime, you're gonna like Fight Crab, and like I say that because it immediately, like, the music and overall tone, it just felt fun to play, man. Like,
absolutely.
I think that's the easiest way to to just talk about it. I mean,
right.
At first, when we first started like playing, it felt heavy at first.
Sluggish almost.
Yeah, exactly. And then when you kind of like get into it and you kind of get used to it, you realize that a lot of the moves that you make have to be made with intention, and mainly because they carry that sluggish weight to them. So you can't just go in like mashing like crazy and hoping that you win, though you can if you are playing on like an easier level.
Absolutely.
But
yeah,
it's fun. I like the versatility in weapons. I like the versatility in leveling up your crabs.
Right. Which I'm assuming is just for the single player portion. I doubt that you would level up your crab and take it online.
Exactly.
But yeah, so the game itself, it's very easy to get into, and I would say it actually would be pretty hard to master.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's at the end of the day, this is a fighting game. Like, we got to get that out of the way. This isn't a game that you play for its story or any sort of. I mean, it's really just a fighting game, right? You're a crab. You fight other crabs. End of story. And with that in mind, like. So I guess the developers, they wanted to have a pretty basic game, because it is basic. All you do is you use your right triggers to punch, to like hit with your claws, and then you use the secondary triggers, or like if you use an Xbox controller, LB and RB or R1 and L1 to pinch. While you're pinching, if you put your arms in front of you, because you control your arms with the joysticks, so if you put them in front of you, you can block.
Right.
Blocking tends to take away stamina from the opponent, and likewise to you. If you hit somebody and they're blocking, you'll lose stamina a lot quicker, which then puts you in a state where you can't do any attacks or anything like that. And movement is very simple. You use a D-pad to go left, right, forward, and back, and you can tap both of them in a direction to like a little bit of a dash. You can also climb, but I didn't see that climbing was very useful unless the level had like buildings and stuff.
I agree.
But you definitely can't hold like Y or triangle and start climbing on the side of a building or whatever it may be. It saved me once. I was actually going to fall off and I started climbing back up, which is kind of cool on one of the levels. But yeah, there is a lot of variety in weapons. You can get katanas, hammers, claymores, which is the one that I used a lot actually, lightsabers, chainsaws. I mean, you can get rockets to make you fly around. It's insane.
I love
the
it,
amount
dude.
of variety of weapons that it has, and I love that you said that it's like anime inspired because it undoubtedly is.
Oh yeah,
like
100%.
the music, the aesthetic. I mean, I'm pretty sure developers are based out of Japan. So yeah, I don't know. I in terms of gameplay, it was just really, really fun. There are some special moves too, like I can't believe I'm going to say this, but there will be spoilers for Fight Crab in this review. Once you get to the final story level, the Tasmanian giant, he has a move where he puts up his arms and he gets like this giant ball of energy. And you learned that move after you beat that level, and it killed me because it's essentially a spirit bomb. Like, you're doing a Genki Dama, dude. Like, give me your power, kablam!
I love it though.
That killed me. That made me very happy. You can also do a Kamehameha. I never was able to pull it off. Yes, you have to like use your pincers and like pinch, and then like put your arms like this, and then bring them together.
No
I could never
way.
get it to work, but there's a Kamehameha option in here.
I did not. I totally must have missed that entirely. That is so freaking cool.
It is, and that's actually one of my gripes with it. It is very easy to get into. I mean, you can just mash your way with your trigger buttons.
Right.
But I wish the tutorial was implemented better. Like, you can go to the tutorial and just do every single thing, and you can like kind of get an idea of how to play the game. But I guess I should remember that it is a fighting game, and fighting games have tutorials put out in different like menu options where you have to go through each thing little by little.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to say because again, with fighting games, like there's just no other way that I think a developer has been able to teach someone the basics of its fighting systems without having to go through an in-depth tutorial.
Right.
So that could have been on us, could have been on the game. I really can't say, but I just wish it was a little bit easier or somehow implemented into the story. You know, maybe certain levels will be like, oh, you can't beat this guy unless you do the Kamehameha thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But besides that, gameplay, I mean, again, it's a fighting game at the end of the day, and it's very fun. The levels were all very diverse, a lot of variety when it comes to like the backgrounds and stuff, and all the enemies that you fight. So there are a lot of crustaceans that you can choose from. You can level them up individually and stuff like that. And each level gives you like 3 or 4 different rounds, sometimes 5 or 6, depending on the level. And you fight different types of like waves of enemies just coming at you with different weapons and stuff. And it was so damn silly, man.
I think
it was
like,
so damn silly.
When we were trying to like play through it, I think we went through like a good chunk of like the original campaign.
We did.
Like I think we almost like finished it. I think we only had like 1 or 2
like
levels
2 or
left.
3 levels at most.
Yeah, like it's just when you're playing with someone and you're doing the co-op, you just the time just goes by so fast. And
yeah, dude. We were playing in a hard mode too, mind you. It wasn't a normal.
I know. It was just.
And
so
it's funny because like I went back in and I started doing it on my own on hard mode, and I got my ass handed to me. So I had to tone it down to normal.
Same.
And even in normal, like I lost a few fights. I was like, damn, like this game is actually pretty tough, which is why I said earlier that it's hard to master, because once you start learning the mechanics, you can actually get really good at this game.
Oh yeah.
Though unfortunately, there is online play. Well, fortunately, there is online play. I was able to play with Rudy cooperatively. And we did do some versus matches, which was fun too. I think did I end up winning or did you win? I forget.
I think I won the first round and then you won the second 2 rounds.
The last 2? Okay.
Yeah, the last 2.
So I'm the superior crab? Question mark?
You're the superior crustacean.
But unfortunately, I was unable to get any online matches. I tried for a few minutes. Nobody was able to, join a lobby. I tried to find lobbies. It could be because the game hadn't come out, commercially yet. Could be because of that. But unfortunately, I just wasn't able to find any matches. So hopefully, the netcode is good. I can't review that part of it, so that will be just a question mark for us.
Yep.
But any final thoughts on the gameplay before we move on?
It's fun. That's good. Like I guess I was pleasantly surprised.
Indeed.
Let me
I
put
didn't
it
think
like that, 'cause I didn't
a
think it was
game
gonna be
about
good.
fighting crabs, man. Like, I didn't think it was going to be that fun.
Right. Like I went in with like I guess zero expectations, and
Right.
once you get like a handle on things, like you said, you can get better.
Yeah.
But it felt good. You'd be
Absolutely.
surprised. I was surprised.
Absolutely. Now, let's move on to the audio. And these next two, audio and visual, they're pretty simple.
Yeah.
For audio, I'll just go ahead and start. This friggin' OST is fantastic. The music is so friggin' good. There
hype.
are like poppy songs. There's some epic songs. There's some like background music that fits the level that you're in. It's epic and it's cheesy. And the vocal songs were clearly anime inspired.
Oh,
like, I just love the soundtrack of this game. It's really, really fun. It reminded me a little bit of Katamari Damacy.
Yeah.
In the sense of like you had so much variety in that soundtrack.
Yeah, I can see that. I definitely, you can just tell, like it's anime, guys. Like
It's anime.
If you like anime, you're going to like this. It's just
Absolutely.
it's one of those things that like I agree with you. You nailed it. Like it fits the game entirely, and you can tell that the developers were inspired by anime, and the OST just fits right in. And I think when we first booted it up and we started playing together, we were just like, we took like a second to actually appreciate the music. We were like, yo, like this soundtrack is legit.
Yeah, dude, I really, really enjoyed it. And it's funny, the composer's name is actually Deku, which, if you're a fan of My Hero Academia, hey.
Hey, dude, that's so cool, man.
Yeah, and besides that, though, in terms of sound effects, they were all good. You know, guns sounded stupid cheesy and over the top.
Yep.
You know, impacts were very loud, very impactful. Yes. Yeah, when weapons clash, when you hit shields.
Yes.
Also, like, when you get flipped on your backside or do the same to the enemies, dude, what the hell? That was so loud. Like, it was like, ooh, I want to get back up.
Yeah.
But audio design overall, again, you know, for an indie game, was pretty solid, man.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll move right on to the visuals as well. Surprisingly good. I haven't seen crustaceans look this good.
It's like, I agree that like the crustacean character models are like on point. The level design, it's indie quality, I feel like.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know how large the studio was that was behind it in regards to like manpower, but given what it is, like, I'm okay with it.
Like, the models looked really good, but the backgrounds were okay. Like the Asian market, for example, where you're on top of the stall and you're fighting with like the bread
fish and the bread,
the
and all
fish,
that.
yeah,
The
yeah, like
leeks.
that. God damn it,
So
this game is
over the
great.
top.
But like that level show, like the models on the items themselves, like the bread was like really blocky, almost like late PS2, early PS3 era.
Yeah.
But honestly, it fit the spirit of the game. You know, it's super cheesy, over the top. Like it doesn't matter how good the textures look as long as you're having fun. And the character models, though, I think the crustaceans looked really, really good.
That's what you're going to be paying the most attention to while you're playing the game. So they definitely put their resources into the character models. I just got to say, like, the menus and everything, like, it just seemed like
they're so simple, dude.
I know, and it's like the models of like the weapons when you're going through the menus trying to find something that actually like hits. You know, like it's simple, but it fits. I like it.
It worked. Yeah, it definitely did. Okay, so yeah, visuals were definitely a solid in my opinion. Not the best, but it's an indie game, so
it fit.
Yeah. And then lastly, the story. I mean,
is there really much to tell?
Dude, you're trying to be the best crab you can be, and that's it.
I wanna be the very best crab.
So that's really it. Like it you know, it's a fighting game, and typically fighting games don't have any like in-depth stories.
Yeah.
So not much to say there, but it was, I will say, without spoiling too much, because you may have seen a little bit of the clips that I put in the video and whatnot, but there are some genuinely epic stuff near the last couple of levels.
Yep.
If you do get the game and you get through the story, there's some extra levels you play. Get through those as well, because the last one was actually really fun, really damn silly, and over the top. And I would love for people to just like experience it themselves without like showing it here. But I will say, cannons like from a tank, what the fuck,
dude?
Okay.
It's ridiculous. And totally worth it. I will say that like the extra levels, like I felt like it ramped up the difficulty a little bit in regards to like that portion, but story wise, like it's just I'm speechless. Like it was just something that last like scene was just epic. I don't want to spoil anything.
No. Just play it.
Just play it. It's fun. It's so fun. Is there like a full retail price on this?
Yes. So I believe it's $19.99.
Worth it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was gonna say. So let's just get right down to the verdict. What do you give it, Rudy?
Honestly, I honestly like I would probably give it a gold. Like I'm genuinely, guys, like maybe I'm overhyped a little bit, but like I went into this expecting nothing, absolutely nothing. Like you saw our reaction, you saw how it was, and like I expected not to have as much fun as I have had with it. Even when I was soloing stuff, like I was just like, oh, like this is crazy. I remember my wife like walked in while I was like playing the game, and she was just like, "Are you actually playing this?" And I was like, "No." Like you gotta give it a go. You have
to understand, it's good.
It's actually good. It looks ridiculous, but it's actually good. It's fun. I enjoyed it. The music fits in. The style fits in. It's for $20. You can't beat it, man.
Right. So I was 100% with you on the gold, but because I don't want to give it a gold yet, not being able to see how the netcode is. For fighting games, netcode is very, very important. And because of that, I give it a silver. If I could give it like a highly polished silver, I would.
A silver plus?
Yes, because it's really good. It's a serving of the gold just for what it does. Because what it sets out to do, it does so very well. But unfortunately, I couldn't tell you about the netcode. So that's the only thing I can't comment on. But besides that, it's a great experience, man. It's a great experience. So definitely worth $20, I think.
I agree. I think that it's definitely worth $20. Definitely worth a damn, like, it's fun.
It's really fun.
It's fun.
Like if you want to play a game for fun, it's Fight Crab.
Yes, for sure, man.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you guys are now interested in the game. If you are, it's on Steam, and I believe it's going to be on Switch as well. So check that out. And yeah, let us know what you think in the comments below. If you want to discuss this in further detail, join our Discord, which we're always there quite often. If you want to see more reviews like this, check out our Patreon or YouTube membership. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I stopped being a shill now.
You were a good shill, bro. Like, I mean, you plugged in everything. But yeah, I guess we'll see you on the next time.
See you later, guys. Have a good one.
Deuces.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more and stay up to date, subscribe, hit the little bell, and join our Discord.
If you want to support the channel, please check out our Patreon or hit the join button below. As always, thanks for your support and thanks for watching.